Hey guys, welcome back to Yoganuary. We are day 24. Gosh, it feels like this month is nearly over. I did actually realize the other day that this month isn't just 4 weeks. There's a few extra days on the end and I was like, what? Bit of a shock, but still. So we're day 24 and today we're all about working towards the splits. And I just want to emphasize this is working towards the splits. This isn't a flow that's about, hey guys, everyone can do the splits, let's just do it. This is about just getting up confidence and me giving you a few drills and techniques and stretches to help you on your journey. So obviously the main things to do with getting openness in the splits are going to be our hamstrings and our hips. They're going to be the kind of the joints and the muscles that are maybe stopping you from getting there, the things you need to open up a little bit more. So that's what we're going to be working on today. As always, we have our awesome giveaway with Neil's Yard, so make sure you head over to my Instagram and check that out. So we're going to get started. I'm going to start lying down. So, laying down on your mat, to unclip myself for a moment so that I can actually make this happen. Okay. Either just lying down flat or bending the knees in slightly, as we've been doing in many of our flows. Bring the hands to the belly, close off the eyes. Just start to ground down into our practice today. Noticing what's alive for you right now. What's happening mentally, physically. Taking some moments here to really get focused and become present in our practice today. Just watching the breath, observing how it feels traveling through the body. And then beginning to now set an intention for the practice. So what would you like to offer to your practice today or to your day? Setting that intention. So this is not about what you expect to receive. This is about what you would like to offer from you to you. And then when you've set that intention, you're going to hug the knees into the chest. Hug them in tight. Those of you that have blocks and straps, I recommend having those for this practice. I'm going to let the left leg go all the way down to the mat. I'm going to straighten that right leg as much as it will do. And you can either hold a strap around the foot, or you can take the hands behind the thigh or behind the calf. So bear in mind that we're super early into our practice. So just a very gentle baby amount of pressure here. Instantly probably feeling that openness down the right hamstring. Breathing into it, so those of you familiar with your Ujjayi breath, working with that breathing technique. Those of you not, just coming to deep inhalations and exhalations through the nose. And from here we're going to take the right leg out to the side. Place the left hand on the left hip or the left thigh. Help press that down as you open up. So obviously not necessarily going as far as this, maybe being up here, but you really want to try and keep those hips down, those bum cheeks down on the mat. So just going to where feels right for you today. So again, now we've got the addition of the groin, the adductors, while we're still stretching the hamstrings. So there's a lot going on here, staying with the breath. And come back through center, bending that knee. Take right hand out in a T shape with the left hand on the right leg. You're going to draw the leg across, coming into a spinal twist. Head goes over to the right, close off the eyes. And coming back through center, coming to find a half happy baby. So left leg stays down, take hold of the outside of the right foot, and then you draw the knee down towards the armpit here. Option of obviously taking that left hand onto the left hip, keeping that pressed down as we open up for our half happy baby. And then releasing, coming into our pigeon or lying down, our supta version. Put the right ankle on top of the left knee, interlace the hands through, using that right elbow on the knee if you want to deepen the stretch. So drawing in and feeling this stretch now down the right glute and the IT band. You want to feel it even deeper, flex that right foot. And hug both knees in. Good. Just take a little rock side to side. And then we'll switch sides. So right leg goes all the way down to the mat straight. We straighten the left leg. Option of using your strap or just interlacing the hands behind the thigh or the calf or the ankle, wherever feels good for you today. Gentle pressure, just knowing that we're still in the early phases of our flow today. And then taking that left leg out to the side, right hand rests on top of the hip or the right thigh. Again, trying to keep the bum down on the mat. Bringing that left leg back through center, and then bending the left knee, taking the right hand on top of the knee as we bring it over the top of the body for our spinal twist. Head goes over to the left and left arm's out long. So with every breath, just feel the body cracking open through the side body, through the spine. Coming back through center, finding our half happy baby. So it's the left hand that goes to the outside of the left foot, and we draw that left knee down towards the armpit. You could keep your eyes closed throughout all of this if that feels good for you. Just keeping with the breath and staying super present. Releasing the half happy baby. The left ankle goes on top of the right knee, and then we thread the hands through, interlace the hands behind the right leg, and then draw the legs towards the body, using the left elbow as a way to deepen the stretch, and knowing that you can deepen it as well by flexing that left foot. And then release, hug both knees in. Have a little rock side to side. Okay, you're going to take that right leg up again, and left leg goes, but only to about an inch off of the mat. You can bring the arms up above the head, kind of like this. And this is a bit of core work, but also a bit of leg strength and flexibility. So from here, we're going to switch over. So we're scissoring the legs. Don't let that right foot go down to the mat. And then same when we switch. Just being careful as well of the lumbar spine. If the spine's lifting a huge amount, then you just don't need to lower that leg as far. Let's move again. And then one more time going each way. My hip is clonking as I work through my left side. Awesome, hug those knees in, beautiful. Take a little rock side to side. And then start to rock forwards and backwards, picking up a little bit of momentum and coming to stand. I am just, while you stand up, I'm gonna rearrange myself. Okay, we're just gonna work through a few simple sun A's just to kind of get the heart rate up a little bit. So standing at the top of the mat, draw tall through the chest. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, find lift and length. Exhale, place the hands. You can make these as easy or as hard as you want. If you want to modify, drop down the knees, elbows stay in as we lower down to the mat. Inhale for cobra or upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Okay, so from here, you're going to place the right toe, so between the big toe and the next toe, you're going to kind of like slot your ankle in there, and you're just going to use that foot to help draw that ankle down. So getting a nice stretch down the back of the left leg. Staying nice and strong in the shoulders. And then we'll switch over, so the left foot now is on the back of the right. Obviously, always in downward facing dog, you could take a nice deep bend in the knees. Always an option. And release. One extra breath here. And when you're ready, on an inhale, step or jump the feet to the hands. Lift the chest, create space. Exhale, fold down over both legs. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up to the sky, and exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest, create space. Exhale, step or jump back. Again, option of lowering down to the knees or down through chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Now this time, sweeping the right leg up and opening out through the hips. So really point those toes at the top, stay strong in the shoulders, and you can bend that top knee as well to get a little bit more stretch into those hips, into the groin. And then release down. Sweep left leg all the way up, point the toes. I know a lot of yoga teachers will tell you to never point the toes, but for me, I find that in postures like this, I really can feel my energy flow. I can feel where my prana is heading when I've got my toes pointed, so that's just a personal thing. If you'd rather have your toes flexed, by all means go for it. Option of bending that knee. And release. Release it down. Start to walk the hands back towards the feet. Hang down here in a ragdoll. So again, just saying hello to those hamstrings. Super vital part of our splits practice. Maybe shifting the weight forwards a little bit. Then release the hands down, open the feet out for malasana or yogic squat. So lift chest, bring the hands to heart center. Beautiful. Smile. Place the left hand down, sweep the right arm up into the sky, just to open out through the chest. And release. Place right hand down, sweep your left arm up into the sky. And release. Nice, walk those hands forward, heel toe the feet back in, come to find a downward facing dog. And when you're ready, you can step forward with the right foot and come to find a low lunge. So we're down here. If you have 2 blocks, then by all means you could pop 2 blocks up. I really wish I had my matching blocks, but I don't. So you could have your blocks up like this, or like this, or like this, or you could have no blocks at all. So just breathing here. If you want to pop the hands interlaced on top of the knee, then that's cool. And then send the bottom all the way back for a half split. If you can come down into a forward fold here, then great, it will just intensify that stretch. If you can't, that's cool. This might be enough for you, and that's absolutely fine. Okay, then we're going to move between these 2 postures, just flowing between them. So we inhale and go forward, exhale, come back to the half split. When you're ready, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. And then come back to that beginning, that front low lunge. Take the arms up, interlace the hands behind the head, and just lift the chest. Really coming down, sinking down into those hips, but really staying strong as well. So when I say sinking down, I mean sort of with the breath, with the focus really coming down into it, but you want to stay strong the whole time. Okay, moving your blocks out the way, you're going to push forwards onto that right foot, come to find a standing split. So sending that leg super high. And then as you start to lift the chest and drop the leg down, you're going to bring that left leg all the way through to the front. If you've got a strap, you can niftily pick up your strap on the way, hook the strap around the foot, or you can interlace the hands around the foot if you're able to, and see if you can lift that leg and work on the balance. If it's easier to take the 2-piece fingers around the big toe, then go for that instead. And then slowly release the foot down, come to stand, inhale, sweep the arms up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest, create space, exhale, step or jump the feet back, lower down through chaturanga or down to the knees, inhaling upward facing dog or cobra, exhaling downward facing dog. This time stepping forward, left foot, come to find your low lunge. Again, find your blocks, find whatever you need. If you don't need blocks, then that's all cool. You do not have to use them. Okay, you want to stay nice and strong in the core. You don't want to just kind of be like slumping down and letting the hip drop to one side. You want to keep that knee nicely in line with the foot. When you're ready, working your way back to your half split. Again, you don't need to come into this forward fold if that's too much for you. Okay, and then we're going to flow between the two again like we did before, inhaling into the low lunge and exhaling into the half split. Let's go on an inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, last time, exhale, beautiful. Come forward back to that low lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms up if you can. If this is too much for you, just holding onto those blocks still and just lift the chest. And then release hands down. You can tuck under those back toes, push off that back leg as you come to find your standing split. So really squeezing the right bum cheek. And then when you're ready, feeding that right leg through, picking up a strap on the way. If you would like to, bringing right leg up. So either you could take the two peace fingers around the big toe, or you could interlace the hands behind the foot. Find the balance. One more breath here, smile, and release. Beautiful, okay, opening out now, coming down. So you've got the feet sort of on a diagonal angle, heading towards the corners of the mat. You're gonna bring the hands down onto the knees, and you're just gonna move around here for a moment. So opening through those hips, have a little wiggle. And then you're going to see if you can just drop one shoulder, then the other. So pushing those knees out. But when I say pushing the knees out, you need to be careful. It's not like a shoving of the knee back. When I say push the knees out, it's really this opening through the groin. A couple more times. And then you're going to place the hands down. You might need to step your foot away a little bit, coming into Skandasana on the right side. So hands come to heart center. Lift the chest, really now working through this hip, this groin area. Okay, using the power and the strength that you have, you're going to pop that left foot down. Stay low, stay low, stay low, and then work your way over. I have to put a hand down because the gristle in my knee is extremely noisy. Okay, hands come to heart center, lift the chest. So we're now left side Skandasana. Okay, release hands down. You're going to pop the bottom up, come back up into both feet. You're coming into a Prasarita Padottanasana. So now instead of the feet going out on diagonal, the outside of the feet is aligned with the outside of the mat. If you need to bend your knees here, that's absolutely fine. We're going to interlace the hands behind the back as we take a nice deep forward fold. So this is a really nice one because we're opening through the chest and the shoulders. But then of course we've got our forward fold and our hamstring stretch going on. Hopefully you're feeling nice and rested, or at least you were after yesterday's meditation. Not quite sure how you'll be feeling now. Okay, on an inhale, coming to fingertips, exhale, hands to the hips, and then inhale, lifting all the way up. Okay, so we're going to pivot around to the right. You're gonna get yourself your blocks if you have them. If you don't, you're just gonna need to be super careful and just don't overdo anything. Blocks will just help because they give us a nice extended arm length, especially when working on splits. So if splits is something that you really want to work on, then I suggest investing in a couple of blocks. Okay, so dropping that back knee down, and you're gonna bit by bit just slide the right foot away from you. So you see I'm just little bit by little bit moving it away, and just see where you get to. Okay, there's no right or wrong. Those of you that already have a split, if you are already down here, you're going to really focus on trying to draw that right hip back a bit to square off the hips. A really nice thing to do is to sweep the right arm around to the back of the leg and the left arm stays on top. This just helps you find a little bit of twist and lift. Or if that's too much and you just want to go for a nice simple, you could use Kali Mudra, which is our mudra of empowerment, and just lift through the chest. You could also flex that right foot to really work into the strength of the posture. So wherever you are, just breathing into that now. Okay, so those of you in your full split, you're going to worm your way out. You're going to wiggle that foot up, and then ever so gracefully, we're all just going to pop ourselves up and transition to the left side. So coming all the way down, left side, drop the back knee down, and then slowly, slowly, you just start to edge that left foot forwards. And it's okay, it doesn't matter where you get to. Just listening to the body, not overdoing it. Obviously with short flows like this, it's hard to get the body super, super warm. So if splits is something you really want to work on, it'd be good to do maybe like a bit more of like a vinyasa flow first, and then kind of work on your stretches so the body's nice and warm and the muscles are nice and warm too. So wherever you are, taking the same thing that you did on the other side, be that this little twist here if you're all the way down, or arms up, or if you've got your blocks, just hold on to your blocks. One more breath. And then everybody just working their way out of wherever they are. Again, a nice graceful transition, hop yourself up, and now we're coming round to center. Dun, 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 for the box split. Okay, or Chinese split, I think it's known as or it's known as many things. In gymnastics days, this was a box split. This is how I used to watch TV. So, hands are down, you can bend the knees. This might be enough, okay? And that is where you're gonna stay. Those of you ready to take it a little bit further, you're just gonna slowly, slowly, slowly work your way down to where feels right for you, okay? So we've opened up. Frog pose is a really great one to do to work on your box splits if it's something that you really wanna work on. But all of those stretches that we did at the start, just lying down and opening up, coming towards you, coming out to the side, they're all really great as well. So wherever you are in your box split, I want you to close your eyes and really breathe into that stretch. Gonna stay here just a little bit longer. I know it's a lot. So now slowly, slowly wherever you are, work your way out of your split. And if you're kind of up top somewhere, just come and join us back down on the mat. You're gonna come to a narrow leg child's pose. You're gonna hug it all in. Okay, so forehead melts down, arms come down by the side of the body, close off the eyes. Just draw everything back together. start to rest and relax. We come into our final few minutes of our practice today. Okay, so a little option as a finisher, either staying here, or if you'd like to open up again, you could open and take frog as your last position. If you're spent, if you're done and you want to hang out in child's pose, then that is absolutely fine. Those of you that want to try something a little bit different, if you're feeling really nice and open, you're going to keep this left leg bent in. So left leg is bent in, and then your right leg is going to come up, but to begin with you need to take the left hand to the outside. So there's a lot going on here. Your right hand is underneath and we're opening up. So again, really nice stretch, hamstring, hips, groin. Smile. If you're in child's pose, you win, because you just do, because you're chilling out. Okay, once you've given that a go, give it a go on the other side. You'll always have one side that's a lot tighter than the other, as you guys know with splits. This is my slightly tighter side. You're gonna take right hand to the outside of the left leg and then find that lift there as well. I think I must just have a very heavy left leg, because I'm just like, ooh. Okay, so wherever you are, releasing. Everybody now, those of you in child's pose, you're going to make your way around to your shavasana. Lay down. Let those legs drop out to the sides. Palms of the hands facing upwards. Let the breath soften. Notice the heartbeat. Notice the breath. Be aware of everything. Maybe just having a scan of the lower body and just seeing how it feels now in comparison to when we first started. Hopefully feeling a lot more open. Taking the arms above the head. Take a big stretch, maybe finding a yawn. Ooh, that was good. And then rolling over to any side that feels good for you. And making your way up to your comfortable seated position. Close off the eyes, bring the hands to heart center. Sit tall. Coming back to that intention that you set at the beginning of the class. Then let it all go. Just be here right now in this present moment. Nothing from before, nothing to do with the future. Just right here and right now is where you need to be. You came to your mat today for a reason, not just because of this challenge, but you'll take away something from our practice that you needed, no matter how small. Namaste. Thank you all so much for flowing with me. Hopefully you enjoyed that and your hips are feeling nice and open, and your hamstrings feeling nice and stretched as well. So like I said, these are just things that you can incorporate if splits is a posture that you're really kind of wanting to get to. Just remember though, that it's only a posture. Flexibility is great and mobility is brilliant for many, many things. You know, it helps in life, but the splits doesn't help me, you know, do much in life other than yoga. So there's just a bit of wisdom there for you. Thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.